If you want to see how I achieved this makeup look, then keep watching. Alright, so we're just gonna get right into it. Today I'm gonna be doing this kind of like a Halloween orange eyeshadow look, and I'll kind of just talk through it and show you how I do most of my looks. So starting off, I usually do my eyebrows. I don't really have a particular eyebrow brand that I use. I just usually use a eyeshadow to do my eyebrows. Normally I do black, but as of lately I kind of been feeling like that's been a little too angry looking, which is fine, but for work I figured to kind of tone it down just a little bit. Kind of just going in with an angled brush. I don't know if you can see that. I don't really know what color this is. I've just kind of been trying it. This would be my second time using this color, but it's kind of like a light brown. Not really light brown, it's still kind of dark-ish. I'm hoping not to make this video entirely too long. Again, this is my first video talking through a makeup look, so bear with me. I do my best. This angled brush is from BH Cosmetics, and it's number 10. I got it on sale at Ulta a while back. But I feel like angled brushes are the best way to go when you're doing your eyebrows. I kind of rub it a little bit. Probably not the most sanitary thing to do, but this is how I do it. I rub a lot of the excess off of the brush. I kind of just go in and kind of blur that line out, so that way it doesn't look too angry. I mean, I've done it with black before, but my eyebrows still look like I still look angry a lot of the time. Rubbing the end of this off of the eyeshadow, the excess off, helps, so that way, again, you don't have it so stark from here going to here. It kind of fades. This is just usually how I do it. Alright, so that's kind of both of them done. I don't want to waste too much time by doing them both on camera. But the next step I'm going to do is kind of clean things up, because, you know, there's sometimes just some things that need to be straightened out with concealer. And the concealer that I'm going to be using is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, which is that guy. I don't know if that's blurry or not. And these are just, this is just going to help clean up things. I'm gonna just go in there and sharpen things up, I guess is the best way to describe that. I'll do that one more time on camera on my other eyebrow. I get some people who will ask me about things, but I don't get like a lot of people asking me how to do things with makeup. Just a few, not too many. But I figured I'd go on here and answer some questions and stuff. That way if I do get a select few people asking me, then I can kind of gear them towards this video. Alright, so that's done. And I'm gonna go in and clean the top part, this top area on my eyebrows. And I'm just using pretty much my foundation. And this one's the Fit Me liquid foundation. I normally use that to clean up my eyebrows sometimes too, but I'll use concealer on the bottom, like on my lids. Just because it, I don't know, just makes sense to me. And then I'll use foundation on this part. Because again, it just makes sense. I may not do makeup the way most people do it, or the correct way, or my eyebrows look too thick, or whatever, but this is the way I do it. There is no wrong or right way of doing things. But this is just how I do things. Sorry if you hear any background noise, like slamming of doors. My neighbors suck. Again, this will kind of help define the look of the eyebrows. again, like I say, I'm no expert. Then I thought I'd go in with my... Sorry about that, my camera was full. I had to replace a memory card. Anyway, just kind of cleaning things up with this guy. I forget what it's called. I'm tired and cannot remember things. It's called something. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. Some days I have an okay time with my eyebrows, some not so much. Just really depends on the day. Sometimes these don't come out too great, but I do my best. Alright, that's really it. That's all I really want to do with my eyebrows. It's probably not perfect, but yeah. Alright, if I get lost while doing my makeup in terms of where I can't find a particular product, it's because that's just how I always am. 9 times out of 10, I'm always lost when I'm doing my makeup. Alright, so with the same concealer, this guy here, the CoverGirl, this is in the shade, where is it? I think it's L10. Part of it is ripped off, but I think it's L10 Fair Porcelain. I try to always get the lightest shade when it comes to a concealer for my eyeshadow. I normally go back and forth. I will do a concealer or an eye primer, but the eye primers are just really small and they run out way too fast, so the concealer lasts a lot longer, so I'm not spending as much money. Alright, so kind of dot it. I tried not to do too much, because if you do too much concealer, you'll end up creasing. Cake it on too much, will just crease, and then you have a not so great looking eyeshadow look. And this is why I do the concealer under my brow, because again, it just makes sense. And normally I do my eyeshadow first before I do my face makeup, because again, it makes sense. Because if you're doing your eyeshadow and the eyeshadow falls on your foundation and all that stuff, then you end up having a mess, and then it'll smear, and no. If you get eyeshadow on your face and it's just your face, then you can use a makeup wipe and rub it away, and then you're good. Your canvas is clean again. Sometimes I don't put enough, so I'll put like just a smidget more in this area, just a little bit. Bring that out a bit. I'm debating on colors, but I'm really wanting to do orange. I was thinking about doing a cut crease, but I'm not used to doing those too often, so I think I'm just gonna avoid that. And then, as of recently, just to avoid creasing, I end up patting a little bit of powder over the concealer, which I know a lot of people say don't do because it will just dull out the eyeshadow, but I feel like I've been not having that problem, so I just do it anyway. Just to kind of set it. And what I use is the Fit Me matte. I don't know if you can really see that, but the Fit Me matte poreless. And normally, again, I just do very light colors because I like looking lighter. And if you've kind of seen most of my videos on YouTube, you know why I have a bit more of a lighter complexion when I do my makeup. Alright. Now I'm gonna go in with kind of like a glittery, lighter eyeshadow first. I always do this. I don't know what the reasoning would be for it, but I kind of go in there, and you're not gonna see it. It's too light, but it's a shimmery, glittery color. I don't know, for me, in a sense, I feel like it's kind of breaking that base for the next color. Just making shit up as I go, I don't know. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it's shimmery. There we go. Okay, so I normally go with the lightest color that I'm usually going for. So in this case, I'm going for an orange color. I go for the lightest orange in a palette. I'd show you my palette, but it's kind of messy looking, so I'm using the Morphe James Charles, the mini palette, and it has ranges of colors, so the lightest orange color in there. And then I go in here, in the crease, first. I go in the crease. They say not to go too high because then you'll run out of room to blend, but sometimes I will go high. I don't know. If I'm doing some sort of crazy exaggerated look. That's the first orange color. Then I go in and I touch a red and go into another orange color. I do this because if I go in with the red first, it'll probably look a little too pink. So I'll touch a red and then an orange, and then they'll kind of give it more of that orangey, deep color. If that makes sense. Go in there in that corner right there. This helps give it a lot more depth between that lighter orange color and more of like this reddish, red-orange color. Normally I'll put like a lighter color in the middle of my eye, but I'll go in and fade that a little bit right now because I want color in this area too. I'll probably put like a lighter glittery color right in the corner there. bring that out a bit. Bring it out just there. And the reason why I'm going to bring this out a little bit because I'm going to clean it up for more of a sharper look, but I'll show you. I'll show you how I do this. I'm going to bring it out a bit. Do a little bit more of that color. A lot more deeper. Bring that out a little bit. Very bright. Go in and with a brush that doesn't really have any color on it, I go in and blend that. Now that we're into August, and normally I always have, I don't know, a spooky look throughout the entire year, but I definitely get a lot more festive as it gets closer and closer to fall. Okay, normally I do both eyes first, but since this is for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you how this is gonna work. I'll do this eye off camera for the sake of time. I'm gonna go in again with my Fit Me in the shade 120 under my eyelid here. We're gonna cut that a little bit here. I used the flat part of this guy for the life of me. I can't remember the name of it. And that kind of sharpens that a bit, which normally I'll make this a little bit more exaggerated in terms of blending it and all that stuff. So normally I don't really keep the intense defined line there. That makes sense. All right. Go under here. Again, I normally do a lot of exaggerated looks. I don't really stick to a normal, I don't know what I'm saying, but I like colorful eyeshadow. That same shimmery color, I'm gonna go in and kind of go in the corner of my eye here. No, you can really see that. And then I haven't recently been doing too many wings eye looks, but we're gonna do it this time. And I'm gonna be using the, what is this? I haven't used it in a long time. So we're gonna be using the Wet n Wild breakup proof, so they claim, waterproof liquid eyeliner. Bear with me, I haven't done a winged eye look in a very long time, so here goes nothing. Hopefully I don't screw this up. So far so good. Usually this is the scary part. Doing the wing. Sounds like my neighbors are having a party downstairs. You can probably hear that. They're like a bunch of men who live down there. They're all construction workers, and they usually do it up on a Saturday. A lot of drinking and a lot of Tejano music. Hopefully I don't get flagged for it. We'll see. I don't think you can really hear it. Won't get a copyright strike. Normally I catch myself not breathing because, again, I especially get really nervous when it comes to wing looks. I used to do it and a lot, but I stopped and I haven't been too confident. It's just, I don't really like that it's kind of like a bristle brush. I like it when it's more of a felt, but this one's more bristled, so that's what's really scary about this one. I may have screwed it up, but this has been a while since I've done a wing. So I could have stopped while I was ahead, but oh well. It is what it is. I don't really like it, but whatever. Oh well. Alright, I'm just gonna do this eye off camera and then go from there. Alright, I now have both eyes done. This one, this wing came out a lot better than this wing, because normally that's how that goes. I think I'm gonna bring the orange a little bit down in this area, because why not? It's supposed to be a fun look anyway. Bring it down. I don't know, kind of. You guys are probably gonna hear that music downstairs, I'm sorry. They're having a party, I think. a little bit more adding on to why it's best to use something to prep your eyelid, especially to do eyeshadow looks. Because if you don't put anything to prep your eyelid, all the oils and everything are it's just gonna break down your eyeshadow, just because there's too much oils, way too much oils on your eyelids. So that's why you need to prep your eyelid, and it's good to use either an eyeshadow primer or a concealer. Really important, I feel. Again, this is kind of like a fun Halloween look. Will I normally do this on a regular basis? Probably. I've walked out the door on a regular day with interesting eyeshadow looks, so yeah. Alright, I'm doing some foundation on my face. Again, I'm sorry if I'm like all over the place when it comes to my makeup, but normally I am. And you normally don't stop to this point because it'll make you look like you're wearing a mask. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just kind of doing this area first. Nose a little bit more. Possibility it's raining out. That's kind of what that looks like. A little bit closer shot in this eyeshadow crazy look that I do. Alright, and then underneath the chin, really important. Bring it down the neck. Also really important. You don't want two different colors from your face to your neck, then people will start looking at you funny. But I normally get funny looks generally anyway, not because my face and or my neck is two different colors. You know, you can see why I get funny looks on a daily basis. Just always put a powder over your foundation. It just helps set things. I don't think, no. I haven't put any foundation on my forehead yet, but again, I will get there. Again, I can get a little all over the place when it comes to my makeup. This I do a little just to kind of, I don't know, blend things. I guess not make it too stark looking, I guess. I don't know, I'll just go in there with powder and pat this out a little over the eyeshadow. Nose. Alright, and then we're gonna put some foundation on my forehead. I don't know how I forgot about that, but let's do it. I'll go ahead and ask a question unrelated to makeup. What is your favorite part of, I don't know, fall? Just let me know in the comments. What is the best or favorite part of fall for everyone? I like the changing of the color of the leaves. I like that it gets colder. I'm okay with heat, but I like when it gets colder. And of course, Halloween. That's another reason. Alright, I'm gonna do something more fun. Also, what is everyone's plans for Halloween? You can dress up still, even if we're quarantined in for Halloween. So everyone's still gonna dress up. So a lot of things that you can do for Halloween. Sometimes I've stayed in way before COVID. I've stayed in because they sometimes won't have any plans for Halloween, and I'll stay in and I'll do Halloween or makeup looks for my channel. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. It's supposed to be a fun, festive fall Halloween look. I will be right back. Sorry for bumping the camera. I'm back. Just need one of these. I'm gonna go in with some highlighter, because why not? more of a shimmery look. I don't know if that you can really see that, but whatever. Go a little bit more. That was the illuminating palette by Wet n Wild, the Mega Glow. That wasn't too mega, at least I don't think so. So I'm gonna try a different one. I'm gonna go with the Wet n Wild Loose Highlighter Powder. And this might be a little messy. See a little bit more of the shimmery look. A little pat. Oh yeah. That's kind of what I'm looking for. More of the shimmer. It's coming down. Extra little something. And I would walk out the door with this look. Really, I wouldn't care less what people thought of me. With them a little bit more. Anyone have a favorite fall drink? I like anything with caramel in it, really. Forgot to put some on the nose. And I'm gonna probably use my finger. I know that's yeah, my finger. On my nose, a little extra sheen. That into that. Sometimes using your finger will help give it more pigment, and definitely sometimes I'll use my finger to put eyeshadow in a certain area and I'll give you a lot more pigment. I think I'm gonna do the same thing right around this area. We're being very extra. Dried. Because my fan is on, it dries out my makeup wipes. Get a little pat with this, not too much because I don't want to make it go away. Yeah. See that glow? I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take that same color I used, those three same colors that I used, and I think I'm gonna put them on my chin area, because why not? Chin area. We'll just call this the extra pumpkin look. Why not? Already lost. What did I lose? Oh, here we are. I don't normally bake. Just, I don't know really how to explain baking your face. Well, I don't know. I think another thing that I'm gonna do for fun. Go in my hairline. Maybe even go in with a little bit of green. Let's see. Let's go with this. A little bit of green in that same James Charles palette. A little green in my hairline. I don't think that worked very well. Go with my finger. Because again, when you use your finger, you get a lot more pigment. Again, I never go in with a plan. I just kind of go with the flow with my makeup looks. Build it from there. I would definitely get a lot of stares for this look. More of that orange. Kind of pat things out a bit. A little bit more of that shimmery. It was gonna be one giant shimmery pumpkin. Looks very subtle, which is fine. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy with this. It's just enough. I do have this black lipstick. I did have some other black lip colors, but this one isn't entirely my favorite. This is from Maybelline, and and it's called the Pitch Black 845 Bold. The only problem I have with this one is that it's splotchy when you put it on. But I'm gonna give it a try again because it's the only black that I have and I don't want to do red. I'm always doing red. Maybe it takes a couple applications, we'll see. And it's supposed to be matte. That's not terrible. I hated it more last time when I tried it. I think I still hate it. I still hate it. I usually use the Wet n Wild Black, but I ran out of that, so it's a black eyeshadow I can I'm just gonna put a little bit of black eyeshadow over on top of that. See if it will help. It's just making things a little messy. Not going as well as I like to go. But fine, whatever. We're gonna work with it. Alright, it all spells. We have a gloss, and I'm just gonna put a gloss over it and see how that goes. Put it in there. That's alright. Let's keep going. Alright, well, I think that's as good as it's going to get. that. So we did more of a shiny or glossy black lip. Wasn't planning on doing that, but I improvised. Didn't know what else to do. Alright. Shimmery stuff all over the place. My fiance's gonna be thrilled about that because he loves glitter. Alright. And I almost forgot about the mascara. I'm using the Mega Plush Volume Express, and this is also Maybelline. This one's the T200. So put that on there. I normally don't wear eyelashes. Don't have time to put those on. I don't really wear them too often. Eyes went blurry or the screen went blurry. Could have been both. Even my hair is all shimmery and glittery. Oh boy. Yeah, do not get this shade of black from Maybelline. This stuff sucks. Never ever again will I ever buy this. The best one I've ever had for black is the Wet n Wild Catsuit